guys, so welcome to Kentucky Bowman. Today is episode number 6 of the off season. Pretty stoked about it. Alright, so we decided to do the episode at the house mainly because it's raining outside and I can't do it in the rain. But it's still going to be a good episode. Alright, so this week's episode, I'm just going to go over the gear that I take to the field with me and that I'm going to be using this coming season. Alright, so first on the agenda is the bow. For those of you that have been watching Kentucky Bowman, you've already seen this bow a few different times. It's a good bow. It's a Hoyt Vector 35. Really good bow. I like it a lot. 35 inches axle to axle. Probably could have guessed that. It's got good limb dampeners. These are actually aftermarket limb dampeners because it's an older bow. They got bulkier ones, but I bought these new ones. They're slimmer, more compact, just better. NAP drop away rest. 6-pin sight, 6-inch stabilizer, NAP stabilizer. Let's see, I shoot a D-loop. Now this little knock right here is what I use as a kisser button. I don't like kisser buttons. They're too bulky and big, but the little knock right there works wonders, works great. Alright, I shoot a 1/4 inch peep sight. Of course, I've got everything tied in, my peep sight. I've even got my D loop tied in with B50. Everything's tied in. All right, so that's my bow. It's 35 inches axle to axle. I gotta shoot a 29-inch draw length. I got long arms. Probably about 290 feet a second. It's about 65 pounds. It's a real good, solid bow, guys. Good draw, good everything. If you're looking for a good Hoyt bow, the Hoyt Vector 35 is the one to go check out. Alright, so quiver. I don't have a fancy quiver. It's a Muzzy quiver. Now, what I do like about this quiver, though, is the way it snaps into the bow. There's no lever, there's no pulley, there's no snap in thing, there's nothing. All it does is it hooks in, and then you just twist it into place, which works out great because it's real quiet. When I'm in the tree, I can take it off my bow without making any noise at all, which, of course, whenever you're in the tree, you want to be as stealthy as possible. You want to be like a ninja. Alright, so arrows. I use Easton Full Metal Jackets. The reason I shoot Easton Full Metal Jackets is, for one, the small diameter. It's 5 millimeters in diameter, which is a real small arrow. It's almost like a pencil. But a smaller diameter arrow works really great for me, mainly because less wind drift. The wind doesn't affect it as much. Better penetration. Of course, there's less surface area, so of course it's going to have better penetration. And it's just a all-around better arrow for me. Plus, it's heavy. I like a heavy arrow. And these Easton Full Metal Jackets are real heavy. It's about 450 grains. Alright, so there's my bow, quiver, arrows. Binos. I've got Simmons binos. Nothing real fancy. They're not Nikons or anything like that. They're Simmons. It's a cheaper brand, but they're really good, solid binoculars. 10x42. They're waterproof, fog proof. You know, the whole nine. They've got all kinds of adjustments on it that you can adjust. They're just really good, solid binoculars for a really fair price. You can get them at Walmart if you want to go check them out. Headlamp. Now, I do have an expensive headlamp. It's a really good headlamp. I think that headlamps are really important. You don't want to be out in the field while it's dark outside and your headlamp go out. You have no light, then how are you going to find your way back? You know, it's going to be bad. Or if you got to track an animal, if your light goes out, then what are you going to do? If it's warm outside, then the meat can spoil, and all kinds of things can happen, guys. So get a good headlamp. This is a Black Diamond. You can check them out, get them on eBay, probably Amazon, all kinds of places online. They might even have them at Dick's, all kinds, different places. Your local pro shop might even have one. I don't know. It's Black Diamond. Alright, so these two things is what I take out to the field with me every single time I go. Alright, they're not fancy or nothing. Nothing that I have is real fancy besides my bow and my headlamp, really. These are by Black & Decker, just little hand shears. They work perfect for just cutting off little twigs and little limbs for shooting lanes, or you got one in your way in the tree or anything like that. These little hand shears work out perfect. They just go in my pack. Alright, and little saw. You never know when you got to cut a limb out of the tree, or on your way to the tree, or anytime. You never know when something's going to happen. You always want to be prepared. You want to have it and not need it, then need it and not have it, I guess you could say. Alright, so pull-up rope. I guess this is kind of a little fancy pull-up rope. I got it at Walmart for like $5. It's got a handle on it. It's, of course, it's got a carabiner. I don't know what that is. But it's a real solid pull-up rope. It's got a handle, so if you drop it, you can always, the rope won't slip out of your hands, of course. That you don't want that to happen. That'll just ruin everything. Rangefinder. Now, I have an old rangefinder. I've been kind of wanting to upgrade, but I just don't see the need to upgrade because this one works perfect for me. It's a Bushnell Yardage Pro. You can get them on eBay for really cheap right now because they're old. I don't know the year they came out or nothing, but it's for those of you that like rangefinders that go up to your face like this. This isn't for you. This is a sideways one. You can kind of use two hands like that, kind of like binoculars. But I got this a while back, and it just works really well for me. My bow's tuned to it, everything. It's just, if I was to get a new rangefinder, this could be a couple yards off. I don't know, it's old, but my bow's tuned to it, so I don't have to worry about anything. So I'm just going to keep it for the time being. My pack. Now, the funny thing is, I don't know the brand of this pack. I was trying to think about it. I got it a long time ago, and there's just no marks on it or nothing. Hang on, there might be one on the inside. Alright, it's a Timberhawk, guys. It's a Timberhawk pack. Sorry. There's not one on the outside for some reason, but it's a Timberhawk pack. It's a real tree camo. It's got the quiet material, so you're not making a lot of noise trying to get in your pack. All the zippers are real quiet. The pockets on the inside are like silk or something, real quiet material. You want to be as stealthy as possible, like I said, so this works out really, really well. These little straps right here are really good for rattle and antlers. This pack is just a really good hunting pack. It's got all kinds of pockets, of course, waist strap, chest strap, bino strap, the whole nine. It's got it, and it was real cheap at Walmart. As you can tell, most of the stuff I get is at Walmart. Not all the stuff. You can't get everything at Walmart, but if I can, I will. All right, so let's see. Well, guys, that's all the gear that I take out to the field with me every single time. Of course, I got my stand and my climbing sticks, which are made by Muddy, and I don't know. There's some other things that I take out with me, but I just ain't got it with me. But all right, so for the end of the video, this right here is what I'm going to be using to plant my small kill plot that I'm going to put out this year. It's a Harvest Throw and Grow, which is supposed to be really good. There's good reviews on it. Like I said, this year, in my last video, I told y'all that this year is going to be my first year putting out a plot by myself. I've helped other people in the past, but this is the first year that I'm going to put my own plot out. So, I didn't get anything real expensive or nothing like that. This right here is real cheap. I got it for like $15. Real cheap. Alright, so, let's see, it's got, ryegrass, brassicas, clover, yeah, crop seed. That's about it. Alright, so it's got ryegrass, brassicas, and clover, and, radishes. Cool. Alright, so, yeah. Well, that's it, guys. There's not really much I can tell you about this. But you can go get it pretty much anywhere. I got this at Walmart, actually, so, Another thing I want to tell you guys, right now is the best time to go to Walmart and get stuff. I mean, when hunting season starts, they put all their stuff out. When hunting season's over, they drop the price on everything a lot, like 50% off, 60% off, 80% off. So go out to your Walmart, check, see what they got left. I mean, I've got a lot of my stuff from Walmart for cheap. I mean, dirt cheap. Stuff you just can't turn down. I mean, you go to a pro shop and like $50 more or something, you know. But alright guys, that's this week's episode. I hope you liked it. That's all my gear that I take out with me every single time. If you have any questions on any of the gear, where I got it, how much it cost, if you just want to know what's good, what's bad, things like that, just let me know, guys. When I first started, I used to get the most expensive stuff, but I don't have the most expensive stuff now because it all works the same pretty much. But, alright guys, so I want to thank you for watching this week's episode, and check back next Monday for the next episode of Kentucky Bowman, and I'll see you guys then.